Hi everyone, it's Olivia from Pindot Press. So I received this package from Michael Christopher at the University of Florida College of the Arts, School of Art and Art History. And as I understand it, they recently got a riso and saw some of my videos and got in touch. And so last year, Michael and I just had a little bit of back and forth. And in this package are prints coming out of the first semester that UF SAAH has had this machine. And so I would like to thank Michael for your thoughtfulness in sending me this package, and I would like to give a shout out to Professor Elrod and their Typography 2 class, and I'm going to link to their Instagram account. It's at UF Designers. So without further ado, let's get started unboxing this package. Okay, so just a note while I am opening this package, this video is not sponsored by UF. I am not getting paid to talk about UF or their program. Also, regarding the prints, Michael said that this was for their Typography 2 design class, and the students were to choose a poem to create a typographic poster from, and I love poetry. I am obsessed with poetry, and so I am so excited. Also, I'm really excited because I am currently rearranging the studio. It is a mess right now, and I plan to cover a wall with Risograph Prints. So I'm going to document that process and share it with you and do a proper studio tour at that time. But yeah, I am so excited to put these up on my wall. Okay, let's see what's in here. I am so excited. It's like Christmas. Okay. Lens cleaning cloth with grip. 100% polyester microfiber, rubber dots, grip while cleaning. Thank you so much. This is so great. I'm going to use this to clean the top platen for the riso. So here are some MXD Masters by Design stickers, and I believe this is for a new master's program that they have. And then here is a button and another sticker on their art bash. Wish I could have gotten. And another cleaning cloth. Alright, and I also have some color pencils. Oh my god, I am so excited. Ages 3 and over, I am definitely that. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. I'm gonna use it. You're gonna see me use this on this channel. Here's another sticker and a chomp, 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 chomp. Hi, Olivia. Thank you so much for taking the time to respond to my email question. It really helped. As a thank you, I packaged up some of the student work made in a Type 2 class taught by Professor Prof Elrod. For this assignment, the students chose a poem, then made a typographic layout and printed on the riso. The subjects vary quite a bit, so hopefully there's something there you like. Also, I threw in some extra stuff we had left over from previous projects. Thanks again, Michael Christopher. And if I turn this over, there's a square, which is really cool, actually. Alright, so is everyone ready? I'm ready. I was born ready. It's time. Okay. Sorry, I keep looking that way because I'm checking the camera to make sure nothing is out of the frame. Okay. Right, I'll put that down there. Okay, what's in here? Oh my god, paper? Is it paper? Okay. Oh, it's just paper. I gotta chill out. I'm too excited. Alright, so this one is on craft paper. It is so cool. They used the riso to create a poster about their fall 2018 SA+AH Art Bash. Look at all that typography. University of Florida, UF. This is so cool. I'm putting this up for sure. Oh my god, I'm so excited. Walks round and round. Rightwards he goes and sings a song, leftward a fairy tale he tells. And on top it says, by an arc of sea a green oak stands, to the oak a chain of gold is tied, and at the chain's end night and day. Thank you so much, this is so cool. Alright, I made my successful poem. Oh no! The teacher said to write a poem with 300 words in it. How am I ever supposed to do that in time? And there's a bunch of clocks. So we get in here and oh no, only 2 more minutes in class. I need 18 more words. Wait another minute, this is my poem. I'm gonna need this in my studio because I'm always frantically running out of time. Alright, so this is a good example of the use of screen tones. And they reduced the lines per inch settings so that it would break up even more. But I think some of these patterns were actually done digitally. And this one is take apart your head. And I really enjoyed the misregistration again on this part of the print. This one says daybreak. I love that the red boxes overlap with the black ones. First of all, the white knockout is red because of the overlap, but also you can see where the black and the red overlap makes the black a little bit of a different color. The Dream of Reason. This area is knocked out of both the black and the yellow. It's a collection of 8 poems, and the titles are all here on top as well as here. It looks like the font, the very thin font, looks a bit squiggly, and that's because I believe this was done using the screen tone setting in the Riso, so if you want to avoid that, you might like to try the grain touch setting. But if you like the effect, then that's also really great. Alright, so here is another black and yellow print. It's called Adventure. As you set out for Ithaca, hope the voyage is a long one, full of adventure, full of discovery. Less Dragonians and Cyclops, angry Poseidon, don't be afraid of them. You'll never find things like that on your way, as long as you keep your thoughts raised high. This one is called Phenomenal Woman, and it's in red and black, and it looks like there's just a tiny hint of ghosting, and that's because the screen was moved a little bit to register them to each other. And to fix that, you would just need to print out a few more copies, and then that should clear the ghosting. This is by Maya Angelou, the poem that is, and I don't recommend for really thin type to have knockouts, because it will make it not easy to read, but the effect is still pretty cool. Alright. This one says, I'm so heavy. This is really cool. Alright, so this one is printed on craft paper, and I really like it because it really does give a different kind of effect when you're using colored inks with colored paper. And so this one is I Live Not Now, and it's from the poem The Dead Man Walking by Thomas Hardy. This is so tropical, and I really need this right now because it's actually snowstorming outside right now. It's gonna be like that for the next day or so, and it is pretty wild outside. Bloom of the Arcing Summers. The islands roared into green plantations ruled by silver sugarcane, sweet and profit, cutlass profit, islands ruled by sugar cane. This is by William Wordsworth, and it's I wandered lonely as a cloud. So fluttering and dancing in the breeze, it's got that kind of flowing typography to it. For oft when on my couch I lie, in vacant or in pensive mood, they flash upon that inward eye, which is the bliss of solitude. And then my heart with pleasure fills and dances with the daffodils. And so that is the daffodil. Highways. So it's got that thin white knockout. The font is big enough so that you can still read it. This says, drown everything out, scream it in your mind. And then in very, very tiny font it says, now hear a whisper, a tiny whisper. This kind of has a little bit of really cool newslettery feel to it, and I really enjoy it. And I feel like you could fold this piece and put it in an envelope and send it to people, and they would read it like a newsletter because it's got the block paragraphs and the columns and the headline. So I actually really enjoy that there are 2 languages on this poster. Just as every big love ends, with a tear it ends. Every candle ends, but I am in Damascus. I write poetry, love on the candlelight, and I know love. Alright, so the poem that this poster is based off of is by Walt Whitman, and I think the title is Oh Captain, My Captain. But oh heart, 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 oh the bleeding drops of red, where on the deck my captain lies, fallen, cold and dead. First the air is blue, and then it is bluer, and then green, and then black. I am blacking out, and yet my mask is powerful. It pumps my blood with power. The sea is another story. The sea is not a question of power. I have to learn alone, to turn my body without force, in the deep element. And now it is easy to forget what I came for among so many who have always lived here, swaying their crenellated fans between the reef sand. Besides, you breathe differently down here. This one is so dramatic. Thank you so much for this. So this piece also plays around with a lot of screen toning, and actually from up close, this is actually pretty abstract, but when I look at it on the camera, it looks very clearly like an eye and this is someone's face. But when you're this close to it, you actually don't know what it is. So I think that that's really cool. Alright, this one is Really Mattered to Me. Queen, 1975. That's really cool. This is such a cool poster. I am so excited for all these cool posters that I'm going to be putting up. Alright, so this is another version of the poem Phenomenal Woman by Maya Angelou, and it's really cool. There's more screen tone effects here. Now you understand just why my head's not bowed. I don't shut or jump about or have to talk real loud. When you see me passing, it ought to make you proud. I say it's in the click of my heels, the bend of my hair, the palm of my hand, the need of my care. And so this is really cool. It says fairyland, dim veils and shadowy floods and cloudy looking woods, whose forms we can't discover for the tears that drip all over, huge moons, there wax and wane. I really enjoy all the use of the screen toning and the overlapping. Wow, this is psychedelic. So one thing I've been noticing is that things look a certain way to me up close like this, but then when I look on the screen, it looks totally different. And I would say for some of these pieces, they really come together when you take a step back. Alright, so here is another poster that is multilingual, and this one says, "Someday we will find our doves. Kindness will take beauty by the hand. That day, the least song will be a kiss, and every human being brother to every other human being." This is such a beautiful message, and I'm really enjoying the simplicity of this imagery. Thank you so much. So this is the last print in the pile, and it says, "Reasons nobody ever called a good book of poems a page turner." And the words kind of force you to rotate this page so that you can read them. And I think it's really cool because by the time you get to this side, the words are actually upside down now, so you can only read them when you've actually gone through the whole poem and turned it around. I think that's a really cool concept. I like how this is kind of sassy because it says like a good book of poems is not a page turner, and so I just went through a bunch of poems. So anyway, that's really funny. It's really cool. And I really enjoy the effect here, and let me take a look at this side on the monitor to see what it's supposed to look like. It's mountains with clouds. As I mentioned, when I'm this close, I can't see the image, so if you look at them from further away, you can actually identify what they are. Alright, so that is the end of the showcase. I would like to thank you so much again, Michael Christopher, Professor Elrod, and the Typography 2 students at the University of Florida College of the Arts School of Art and Art History program. So I've actually got some mailing out of my own to do. I've been sending color charts to all over the world, and I am so grateful and so excited whenever I get an order. So I've been sending them to, of course, locally to Canada and the US, but also to places like Japan, Korea, Hong Kong, Portugal, Austria, Germany, the UK. So I've been using these really plain envelopes to do my mailers. Sometimes I'll put a Pindot press pinwheel sticker on them, but I think I want to print a design on them using the riso, so my next video will be showing you the process for doing that, so hopefully you join me for that video. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please like, subscribe, and leave a comment in the comment section below, and I will see you in the next one.